Equality, diversity and inclusion is important from an ethical and moral standpoint. The concept of equality is about treating everyone with fairness and respect. It is about believing that people should have equal opportunities and actively promoting those core values, treating others by these values and expecting others to treat us in the same manner. When we look at the practical application of equality, it does not mean treating everyone the same. If you apply the same rules to everyone, some people will be disadvantaged. For example, if you set a rule that if you climb that tree you can get your dinner, it is obvious that some people would not be able to achieve this and would be denied that equal opportunity. This introduces the concept of diversity. Diversity is intrinsic to understanding the true meaning of equality. Diversity acknowledges that we should respect that people have different characteristics and celebrate that difference. It means acknowledging and valuing the skills, contribution and personal attributes of everyone in our society and a university. We should be able to work and study effectively with people from a wide range of backgrounds and with varied personal characteristics. Every year we report on our diversity as a university. The university, of course, is a microcosm of wider society and should reflect the society we live in. Cardiff has a rich diversity and it is something that brings vibrancy and progress to the city. It is something that we are all proud of. Equality, diversity and inclusion recognises that individuals or groups may have different barriers to opportunity based on their protected characteristic. Responding to this proactively to reduce these barriers and level out the playing field provides the base for equal opportunities to exist. We want an organisation and a society that provides equal opportunities and is inclusive. How would we like it if we were denied medical treatment because of our race or accent, or told we couldn't go into a restaurant because they didn't have space for our wheelchair, or were told that our son and daughter couldn't be promoted because they were too young to be a manager? How would we feel if we went to work and were ridiculed about our age or sexuality every day, or genuinely believed we wouldn't be employed somewhere because of our nationality and therefore didn't even apply? These are just some examples of how inequality may play out. We have a strategic equality plan to work on these areas where issues are highlighted or our statistics show that there may be areas of disadvantage. As an education provider and as an employer, we have a responsibility to educate people, not just on academic matters, but on wider issues, and we can encourage active participation from all with the aim that moral and social responsibilities are shared by all. By working on this, we can make the university community and society a better place, as neither can improve whilst people are treated unfairly due to their differing characteristics. By setting this as our social obligation, we can encourage better social coherence, tolerance, stability and prosperity in the university community and within wider society. On an individual basis, equality, diversity and inclusion is relevant to everyone. It happens around us, to us, and we are part of it. With our awareness and behaviours, we can embrace it and influence equal opportunities, diversity and inclusion in a positive way. We can be aware of our own behaviour and how prejudices and stereotypes can feed into this process, either consciously or unconsciously, and this can lead to disadvantage for people. We can challenge these and refer to legislation which can help enforce the moral code of equality, diversity and inclusion. Cardiff University is committed to this and individual members of staff are expected to promote this culture. Our policies and procedures reflect this.
Hi, I'm Liz Connolly, Head of HR Operations at Cardiff University. And as part of my role, I see how diversity, equality and inclusion are key in helping us meet our legal and social responsibilities. The benefit of doing what seems obvious are tenfold. It can assist in improving performance, the ability to respond to change through having a creative and innovative workforce and environment. If we build an inclusive and diverse workforce, we can ensure all our staff feel at home. The Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development found that diversity actually improved organisations' ability to attract and retain talented workers and helped position them as an employer of choice, perpetuating organisation success. With the current high levels of employment, it is really important that we are able to continue to attract the right skills and talent in order to be successful. An environment free from bias, discrimination, segregation or favouritism also helps avoid having to deal with difficult situations, such as grievances or staff that are unhappy in the workplace. This prevents high turnover of staff and issues such as sickness absence. As one of Cardiff's largest employers and an organisation that is seen as having an inclusive environment, we must ensure we adopt policies, procedures and behaviours designed around fairness and equal opportunity. That makes a positive statement to both current and potential employees.
Laws are in place to protect individuals and groups of individuals. It is important to understand the various ways in which we may face discrimination and how we are protected. It is also important to understand when our behaviours may be seen as discriminatory, so we can assure we are acting morally and within the law. Equality legislation has developed to reflect the fact that certain groups in society face systematic disadvantages in relation to education, employment, and access to a range of other important services. This legislation requires universities to take action to eliminate discrimination, advance equality of opportunity, and promote good relations. All colleagues and students have an equal right to be treated with dignity, courtesy, and respect. In a university, the free exchange of ideas is fundamentally important, and all members of the university community should be able to participate in robust debate without fear of discrimination or harassment. Staff need to be aware of their legal responsibilities for both themselves and the university. Legislation protects individuals and groups from unfair treatment. You have rights and responsibilities within this area, and there are consequences of not adhering to the law. The penalties for discrimination can be severe in terms of damages and compensation awarded, and where employment tribunal action is taken, financial penalties can be levied against individuals and organisations. Penalties for discrimination also have a big impact through negative publicity, damage to reputation of individuals and organisations. We as a university are committed to work to prevent all forms of unlawful discrimination and deal with all forms of discrimination consistently and effectively. We take our legal and public duties very seriously.